And Vivian answered, smiling scornfully, as love, if love be perfect, casts out fear, so hate, if hate be perfect, casts out fear. My father died in battle against the king, my mother on his corpse in open field. She bore me there, for born from death was I, among the dead and sown upon the wind.
Well, now that you've had the chance to make yourself comfortable, we have a few things to discuss. Have you settled in quite well? Good, well. You know, I was planning on just feeding you to my beasts for supper, given your unannounced arrival at my door, but, you know, I'm in quite cheery spirits, given the state of the moon tonight. Oh, yes, she does shine so brightly indeed. So, like I said, I had every intention of considering you an intruder until you cried out that name, Morgan Le Fay. Yes, Morgan Le Fay. It took me a moment, and then I did remember who she was. Now, it piqued my curiosity, so do tell me what it is you're doing here, and what it is that Miss Le Fay seems to think she can get from me. But before you do that, may I offer you a drink? Perhaps some wine would suit your favour. Okay. Wonderful. This one has a bit more. I would assume you need it, given your state. Of course. Enjoy. Do have many spells to attend to, so go on. Ah, the Holy Grail. Well, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist or anything, but the chances of someone like you attaining it, well, quite unlikely. Say, King Arthur, are you positively mad? Or should I say, is Le Fay mad? Anyone who knows me knows that I just loathe King Arthur. Hearing his name alone sends shivers down my spine. How the lot of you seem to follow that man so blindly, as if you're wearing rose-coloured glasses. I would imagine to you not see how treacherous and truly terrible he really is? Now, it's fine to be treacherous and terrible. I myself am, but to hide behind the disguise of someone noble and good, well, just can't stand it. Well, I'm sorry that LeFay has sent you on a fool's errand, as I have absolutely no intention of ever helping King Arthur. So, what happened to him anyway? What did he do this time? Really? Mordred? Well, serves him right. Fair is fair. Well, you do know about Mordred, don't you? Mordred is King Arthur's illegitimate son. A product of a sordid affair. A sordid affair between Arthur and his sister. Well, he claims that he didn't know that she was his sister, but highly doubt that. Oh, call me a liar. Call me a liar all you like. Well, he tried to get rid of Mordred as a young babe, sent him off. He grew up feeling rejected and unloved, so I don't blame him for going after the father who never wanted him. Not at all. So no, there is absolutely no chance in hell that I'm going to hand over that gem. So, LeFay, better look elsewhere on your silly little quest to save your king. He's certainly not my king. So, there isn't anything else that you wanted. I do have some projects to work on tonight, and beginning to become quite irritating. And the sight of you is truly becoming quite undesirable to me, and my patience only lasts so long. You're off to see Merlin. Well, what could you possibly get from him? He's an absolute nutter and an absolute fool, in my opinion. Oh, map, of course. Well, I do suppose he's good at making maps. Bless him. But now that you mention him, there is in fact something I needed from Merlin. Yes. Well, you see, he has this bird. The bird is always with him. In fact, I'm pretty sure the bird is what gives him any kind of magical abilities at all, but he would never admit it. Ah, yes. yes, well, he's the jester for Arthur, isn't he? Pretty sure that he rigged that whole thing, you know, Arthur becoming king based on being able to pull the sword from the stone. Oh, don't be so naive. I'm sure he rigged it. Anyway, so he has this bird, and the bird does have some feathers that I need. Yes, actually, just one moment. Where is it? So, in this bag may or may not be the gem that you're seeking to fulfill your quest and find the chalice, but the gem really could be anywhere. Oh, I kid. I don't just keep it out here. I wouldn't just keep such a important gem just lying around anywhere where any thief could take it. No. Have it in a very secure, protected space, so don't get any ideas. Yes, I can see you're not quite innocent, are you? Anyway, so here is my gorgeous wand, and you see this feather is quite powerful on its own, but if you were to retrieve me that feather from Merlin's bird, then I would be able to create something very, very powerful indeed, unlike any magic you could ever dream of now. Now, if you were to manage this and retrieve the feather I need, then and only then would I consider giving you my gem. What do you mean, which bird? I told you, he'll know which bird. It's the only bird that he loves. He'll know which bird. There's only one very magical bird that Merlin has. Can't have two magical birds. Really? Oh, don't worry. It won't do you any harm. You don't want to take that chance, though, do you? So, I suggest, if you have any wits about you, that you go along and you find your way to Merlin and you retrieve me that feather. Do you think you can do that? Do you think you can manage that? Very good. Yes, as I said, with the power of the moon, I have many spells I need to attend to tonight. So, before I change my mind and feed you to my hungry beasts, run off now. Go on. Shoo. 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 Oh, well, yes, I suppose I should unfreeze you from your seat. I don't know who you are. I certainly don't trust you. So, here we go. Alright, well, I've broken the shield, so you should be able to move again in just a moment. Well, this has been fun, but I do need you to get out of my sight, so off you will.
O young traveller, you that are watching the grey magician with eyes of wonder, I am Merlin, who follows the gleam. And yes, come in. Oh, it's you. Sit down. Look, I'll tell you what I've told them all. You made me forget which one was which. I'll tell you what I told them all. There is nothing I can do. I've done all I can. I told him not to go. I told him about the prophecy. But would he listen? No. Stubborn. Always been stubborn. That one. So all I can do is make his passing more comfortable, more palatable. So, go away. That is an idea. It is, after all, the Holy Grail of Grails. Oh, I know it's not a time for jokes. Yes, I know. Well, it might work. I think so. If you were to get it in time, I mean, in terms of... Yes, it's a matter of days maximum, possibly hours. So you would have to be quick. And I'm not sure how quick one could get such a thing. Now, yes, I think I did have a map. It definitely rings a bell. Yeah. What's this? I don't think it's this. Now this is all junk mail. You see this? Where would I have put it? Let me take a look. Well, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's definitely not that one. Aha. Here we go. Yes. Here we go. Alright, I think this is it. Yes. Let me see here. Yes. Maps are an awful lot like life. You need to know where you're going and where you are if you are to have a smooth bit in the middle. Yes. So, if you follow this to the T, I'm still very confident that you have a good 90% chance to find the Grail. Yes, so here you are in Camelot, and what? And you're right, there does seem to be a second Camelot on here. Must be some sort of mistake. I think it is the bottom one. They used to, or is it the top one? Anyway, there used to be a Camelot to the, I think it was to the north. So I think this is the right one. There was a northern Camelot that sank into a swamp. Yes. So yes, I think that's it. So yes. Now this is a good map. You've got a good 80% chance of finding the Grail with this. So this is where we start. And this is where the Grail is. Around this. Oh, I didn't see that either. Let me look. Do not forget this. I have no memory of this place. I'm sure it will be fine. Or this. Lots of exclamation points after that second one, which is a tad worrying, but I'm sure it will be fine. Wait a minute, I've written some I think, some very tiny notes here. Where is my... Right, let me look. It's in a it's definitely my handwriting, but it's in a language I don't really recognize. Ah, yes. I remember this. This is simplified Elvish. Right. It says here that there are 3 horses you must face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that says horses. That's the word for horses. 3 horses, both spiritual, mental, and physical. In that order, that can't be right. Spiritual horse. Anyway, that's what it says in order to obtain the Grail. Right. The first... it's test. 3 tests. The first test is a test of the head. Not sure what that means. It ties in with the mental, I guess. The second is a test of frozen water. And the third... I'm afraid I can't make the third one out. I mean, can you see that? Can you read that? Oh no, of course you couldn't. It's not in English, of course. Anyway, you know about the fact that there are 3 tests to go through. I mean, this information is invaluable. I think with this you have a good 50% chance of finding the Grail. Yes. I'm not sure. I think maybe a day. I shall keep the king alive as long as I can. Here, take it. Yes, I shall keep the king going as long as I can, and you must hurry. Yes. Oh, one other thing. I found some keys while I was looking through the scrolls. I'm not sure what they're for. You might find it handy, you might not find it handy, but I thought you may as well take those as well. No, I would just slow you down. I mean, I slow myself down most of the time, never mind travelling with someone else. No, it's better you go without me. Yes, I should remain by the king's side. I shall preserve him as long as humanly possible. But you must hurry. You must certainly be quick, because as I say, it could be a matter of hours, and it's not a matter of weeks. No. So, go on then. Well, why are you still standing there? What feathers. That charlatan is always going on and on and on about feathers. I have no idea what she wants them for, but it can be not good, only for evil. I'm actually quite diligent about picking those feathers up. Again, I have no real understanding of the use of them either. I mean, to me they're completely useless, but there must be something afoot. No, she doesn't get those. No, you've got all you need. You've got the map. Well, I guess Morgan would be a very useful ally on this journey. And I guess a few feathers couldn't do too much harm. I don't like this, but let me see. I've got a little bag of few little bags of them. No. No, yeah. I really wonder what they... Anyway, you can take them. I really wonder what the use of those things are. Anyway, yes. It is rather urgent, yes, isn't it? So, on your way... Yes, thank you. Shut the door on your way out. Yes, it was a rather good plan. I think they have a good 30% chance of finding that Grail. And then saving the boy Arthur. Yeah. Yes, I gave them the map. Check. I gave them the keys. Not sure how useful they'll be, but check. I gave them the directions in between. Yes, check. I told them about the trials. Most of them. Check. And I told them about the curse. In those old days, one summer noon, an arm rose up from the depths of the lake, clothed in samite, mystical, wonderful, holding the sword, and how Arthur rode across, and took it, and have worn it, like a king.
I knew you would come. I saw it. It's been through quite a lot to get here. I know that Arthur has been mortally wounded by Mordred, and I know that you seek the Grail. For only if he drinks from the Grail will Arthur be healed. You know that I've already bestowed Arthur with a sword now, multiple times. Each time, that sword has been lost. I understand that you're in dire need of a new one. For you face much peril. The peril might be too perilous. So here you are in seek of some watery torrent
goes around distributing swords. Why this time? Should I give it to you? What makes you think that you and your fellowship here are worthy to bear Excalibur? Well, I must warn you, there is great danger ahead. The next foe that you're going to meet is an undefeatable Black Knight. He is incapable of being killed. There is legend that at some point all of his limbs were cut off, and yet he refused to stand down, claiming it merely a flesh wound. Over time, like some bizarre starfish, he regenerated his limb. So what makes you think you will be the one to bring his fall? It's very daring of you. Almost rash. Alright. This sword will help you. But it's going to take more than that. Bear it wisely. And in the meantime, I will protect you with a charm. Dogs of night and shining moon, hearken to our joyous tune. North, east, south, and west, we call ye forth to this circle blessed. Earth, air, fire, and water, come and join your son and daughter. Body, mind, spirit, and heart, make sacred this space a world apart. Gentle mother of earth, awesome father sky, join with our hearts, the time is nigh. Great Spirit, divine one, creator of all, answer our most reverent call. The circle is cast, the light unbroken, so mote it be, our magic spoken. Blessed be. That charm should protect you, but you're going to have to be fast. I can see Arthur now. He's fading. If you
not fast enough in retrieving the Holy Grail, it will be too late, and hopefully you will be lost. I do not wish to see you again. This will be the last sword in which I will give you. Use it wisely. I wish you luck on your journey. You're going to need it. Morgan the Fae said that all thieves have their time to die. But this may not be yours. So go. Now, the outcome of your quest depends on whether or not you can defeat the Black Knight. And if you're going to, well, the window of time to do so is quite small. My charm will protect you, but for now, I must bid you farewell. Good luck to you all. I must now diminish.
Danced in sable, iron sock, danced a measure weird and dark, upon a bridge, both stone and stark, danced death, standing first and last, who saw his mortal enemy in all that passed.
Ni krew nie baszo. Ni krew nie baszo. None shall pass. None shall pass. I am the Black Knight, undefeated. I have protected this bridge for decades, and none shall pass without a fight to the death. Who stands before me so bold to assume that they can best the Black Knight? Arthur. I should have thought that it was ye. I don't suppose you remember who I am. Well, I've been through a few changes as of late, shall we say. A few dramatic changes. because of you and your little coterie of friends. I suppose that you're hailing from Avalon, is it? Ah, yes. The Isle of the Sun. Oh, I know it well. You should know that the company you keep is, not good. You see, I used to be on Avalon years and years ago. A scullery boy, no less. Poorly treated. Let's just say that though these scars may be flesh wounds, the only real scars that remained were those inflicted upon my heart and soul, those inflicted by Arthur and Uther Pendragon. Oh, I know all about you, your knights of the Round Table, holy men, warriors of God. You want to build a new Jerusalem, where Arthur and your colleagues. I'll tell you a little story about me. Yes, I was a scullery boy, a cleaner in your castle, on Avalon, Camelot. Well, I would work around, picking up scraps, dealing with things like that, eating where I could, of course. Many a night I dined on rats, stale bread, 15-day-old cabbage. Not even good enough for the dogs, was it, Arthur? You old bastard. Well, I decided, and you have to hear this to believe it, Arthur, I decided to change things up a little bit. Having seen examples of exuberant wealth versus devastating poverty, I left and decided to make a name for myself on my own. I became a hedge knight, not like you anointed knights, you ones of the Round Table. Where I'm from, knights don't have tables. We dine on the road, under the moon, protected by trees. A hedge knight, a freelancer, a mercenary, if you like. No master but that of coin. Although there's not much of that going around with you lot prancing about on your fine ponies, solving mysteries and defeating enemies. Or did you survive that battle with Mordred? I can't remember, Arthur. Well, anyway, I killed me a buck. See, and I attached it to my helm. Yes, my steel is black, obsidian in colour, like the colour of my heart after being ripped out untimely from my mother, cast aside under a table, and brought up as a cur in your service. And so I made a name for myself, see. I worked the usual routes, ended up down the Cornish way, spoke to those crazy fellows. They're all bloody pirates down there. Aye, smugglers and the like. Well, I spoke with them, learned a bit of their tongue, see. Then moved back up the coast, all the way through Mercia. And eventually, made my way back to Prydain. That's what we call it there in Wales, you see. Well, anyway, made my home again. Made a name for myself as a hedge knight, see. That's right, yeah. Worked my way around, and then I got this cheeky gig guarding this bridge here, see? That's right, guarding this here bridge that ye want to cross. Well, like I said at the start of our wonderful conversation, none shall pass. You see, what you kings don't realise, what you people ordained don't realise, the chosen don't realise, is that there is no law, there are no rules, and there is no destiny. There is chaos, pure, unadulterated chaos. Power be to the one who learns to control their chaos, manifest it in ways that they can see, touch, and feel. Imagine if you could just take anything that you wanted, but you can't because you are given it all. Well, now, I suppose you're thinking that I'm going to kill you all, and then I suppose part of you thinking, well, it's just one man, he can't defeat us, like. Well, that may be true, but I tell ye now that I have never been defeated, and I cannot die. There is no way on the green, green grass of Wales that I will join with you in your noble quest, whatever it may be. In fact, I think ye don't even know what your quest is. You traipse about clip-clopping on ponies from A to B, never really finding your destiny, because you don't have one. Chaos, Arthur. Pendragon you never knew. Chaos is the answer. Order is to be crushed under the boot of chaos, and I am here as testament to that fact. I cannot be slain. I cannot be defeated. Here I remain, guarding this bridge. And if ye want to cross, ye will have to bleed. Bleed your own blood at my blade. So ask yourself, Pendragon, or whatever impredane they call ye now, is your quest worth your life? I fear, I know that you aren't ready to die. I know that you don't want to die. But let me tell you a little secret, Arthur and his party. You will all die. Whether that be tonight on this here bridge is up to you. For although owned by coin and guarded by none, commanded by few, loved by some, if ye fight me and ye win, ye shall pass. However, I will not attack ye if ye choose to go a different way. However, I will say that this is the only way to your objective. I admire your strength of character to ask me to join with you, perhaps to change things. But you're seriously misguided and misguided if you think that I would join you. I'll put it down to your naivety. I'll put it down to you never having to struggle in your life, never having to work for anything, never having to starve, never having to survive, never having to fight for the sake of fighting, for the sake of yourself rather than what you believe. Yes, it's noble that you can pick up a banner and fight for it, but what if you have no banner? Then it's just a fight. Maybe I have gone mad. So long at this bridge. So lonely, too. And ye guard, the funny thing is, there is no small mercy in your life. There is no passion. Just strife. I did not know. You have among your coterie one who, upon my time in Avalon, upon my time in the court, was kind to me. And it'll show me small mercy so. And small mercies against a great evil, they make a difference. They make a difference to a man. As you have the good lady with you, I should have the good mind to let ye pass. But no Pendragon, no Arthur, should our paths cross again. I will kill ye. Ye may pass.